Hi everybody, this is Bob and Cindy, RPlaceTravels, and we're getting ready to go to Eisenhower's house?
Eisenhower Farmhouse.
Farmhouse.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's in Gettysburg.
Yep.
Head northwest.
We're going to head northwest.
We are heading northwest.
So, I don't know what else we're going to do today. Just
Well, yeah, we're going to see how that goes. They do tours of the house and the yard and the grounds and all this stuff. Apparently there's a lot to see there. But the parking lot apparently isn't very big, and they only put 40 people through the house at a time, which I guess is a lot.
But it's like 90 degrees out today. Really hot.
Yeah.
So
actually today's cooled down a little bit. It's 92 I think today high.
Yeah, so it's cooled down.
Cooled down quite a bit.
Yeah, so, but there might not be as many people there in that, but it'll be a hot day in that, so.
And it's Sunday, so.
Yeah. Well, it's the only, they only do it Wednesday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
They do the tours. They don't do it Monday and Tuesday.
Right, so we have to do it today because we're leaving on Thursday and there's just no way we can do it in that, so we have to do it today.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll go check it out.
Yep. Come along.
Come on with us.
Yeah.
Just an itty-bitty-bitty about a couple on the road, driving in Harvey, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
Well, they got the sign covered. That's the sign that says that you can't come in because of Secret Service. People complain about it all the time. It's like, are we supposed to go in or not? But there's a big article somewhere that I was reading. They said, yes, you're allowed to go in.
Visitor parking, handicap parking. We'll go into the visitor parking.
Yeah, we don't have a handicap placard.
There's the cattle thing.
What time is it?
9:36.
Oh, so we should make the 10 o'clock
Should.
one.
We encourage photography. There's no flash photography.
Encourage photography.
Well,
here's that very
no
much.
big deal. 98% of the items.
It's a cool, looks cool for the day like today. Oh, it does. You guys made it here? Yeah, sure.
Which way you want to go?
So I encourage you, as you go through and as you just look and see how they decorate their home, that this was the home of a president and a general who's really important to America, but it's also the home of a grandparent and a father and a husband. So the house was officially taken by the Park Service in 1980, following both their deaths. So they donated it to the National Park Service in 1967, and then it was finally taken after Mamie's death. You know, you can't evict the First Lady.
Sure.
So she stayed here until her death, and she did too, yes.
The contract they signed with the National Park Service when they donated it was that after Ike's death, Mamie was like, oh, I don't want to live in a house alone. But the memories of Ike were too strong, is what she told the National Park Service, so she told them, I'm not leaving. and National Park Service can't, you're not going to tell the First Lady to leave.
Yep.
So she stays until her death in 1979, and then the National Park Service opens up this. So they took photos the day they donated in '67. So this is how it was while they were both still alive. And
Oh.
this is that's what we based it all off of. 1967 photos.
That was smart, yeah.
So her portrait is all over. He's got one. That's the other portrait at that time period when this was taken. That's her. And that's her. Oh, so this is the
Porch.
porch, yes. I wonder what it looks out to, because the front of the house I think is more pretty because it shows the mountains. This is the back of the house facing the road, though. We got a TV out here.
Oh, cabinet TV.
A cabinet TV.
What's that thing?
It says in the brochure this is their favorite place. They stayed here more than any place
Oh, yeah?
else in the house was here. Here or Ike liked to cook. So he was in the kitchen all the time cooking. Look at this. This is pretty. Where's the kitchen? We thought the kitchen would be here.
I wonder if it's back in that room.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see them eating here every night.
This is like a dining room. It's a formal dining room.
Yeah.
It's not a everyday.
I wonder if the kitchen, they got like a table in the kitchen maybe they sat at.
Yeah, I'll bet there's a kitchen back there.
Look at all the knickknacks. She loved knickknacks.
Then you got some girls, the beans. That's in his little kindergarten now. And then he beans. That's in his little kindergarten now.
David E. David Eisenhower. Where do you see a David E? D-E. Oh, D-E.
It's supposed to have 7 bedrooms.
Well, apparently, they had a maid and a butler living with them.
Could you imagine that your whole life? Being taking care of somebody else the rest of your life?
Yeah. Mrs. Dowd's room. Mammy's mother.
Oh. She stayed with them or when she visited?
We used this room when she stayed at the farm.
Okay.
After her death in 1960, she died 9 years before him. He didn't live much longer, a whole generation next. He smoked like 4 packs a day.
This is a sitting room. Upstairs, just in the middle of a room, there's a sitting room.
Yeah, come out of your bedroom, don't go downstairs, just come and sit.
Yeah. Make a phone call?
Yeah, just get up early, I kind of like that. Any Louis L'Amour in there?
A book that he liked.
I like Louis L'Amour Western, so I'm open.
Well, there's a little book there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at, he's got a picture of his wife, I think. Nope, it'd have to be his daughter and grand.
Oh, there's the grandkids up
The
there.
grandkids there, but that's them being in the hospital.
Oh, being born.
Visiting, yeah.
Oh, interesting. General's room. The small and sparsely decorated room served as General Eisenhower's dressing room following his 55 heart attack. He used the room for afternoon naps, which he took daily under doctor's orders. So this is the nap room. It's not even his bedroom, just the nap room.
9, master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. So they have 3 children altogether then?
I don't know, are those the kids?
I think that's their children. Because the other one's the grandchildren.
So why didn't he come in here and take a nap?
Didn't want to bother her. Because she probably was in their office.
Oh, she could have been sitting at the desk over there.
This is probably not hers. It's probably his.
Oh.
If this is the master bedroom. But she made sure her colors were in the master bedroom. He didn't complain.
Maybe that's why.
He didn't complain.
You want to sit in the pink room. That's your little table that you work on the bed.
It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. They did it back then.
Number 10.
10. Maid's room.
Maid's room.
Looks very nice.
Yeah.
We just got a little footstool. It's a rocker footstool.
Rocks with the chair.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Guest room.
Oh. Their own little bathroom.
They got their own little bathroom.
It's green. Going down the back stairs into the kitchen. Laundry room.
Laundry room
Got a little sewing machine over there.
is the Moni's room. And yes, they lived with them last time.
He's probably the butler. First served on the general personal staff in 42 during the war.
Yeah.
Moni was in charge of Eisenhower's Scotty dogs, so he and the general became a fast friend. At war's end, that's Moni. He took care of the general's clothes, cleaned house, and served meals. Dolores cooked and did the household shopping. They both continued to work for Mrs. Eisenhower long after the general died. It's bigger than our room.
Right now?
Get their own bathroom. Ain't a bad deal.
No. Especially if they liked each other.
Yeah.
Not at all. It's got hers and his stuff.
Probably found it because he lost it. Damn, I don't know where them pliers went. Can't find them anywhere.
Oh, here's the kitchen. Oh, look at it. It's in different rooms. The refrigerator's over there. I bet you like go right through the door on that side maybe. Because it looks like a whole nother room. Look how plain it looks.
Yeah, because I'm not looking into that dining room.
Yeah.
So through
You
there,
gotta go
so-
that way to go into the dining room. The
Yeah.
door was over there
Yeah.
for it.
So
So I
you're
bet you
probably
there's
right,
a
yeah.
kitchen.
I bet you're right.
Kitchenette or
Yes.
something. Very plain doors. Look at that.
Yeah.
They must have liked green.
Well,
There's
yeah,
so much
plus-
green in there.
plus it was back in the 50s, that was green and pinks were the colors.
15. This is the den. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's so dark in here. To save the books, probably. Yeah. There's another room back there. Probably a bathroom. Look at that huge fireplace.
Yeah.
In the winter, this probably would be a nice room to sit in.
Yeah.
Boy, what a difference, huh? Just close the door and you're in a whole nother place.
Must be the office.
His office, probably. Her office is up in her bedroom.
Stuck them down here with the door all so people can come in and out without going through the house.
Silver phone. I mean, gold phone.
I like the little shelf things on the side of the desk.
Oh, I didn't even see those. Boy, they like to read. Gettysburg battle scene. And President Abraham Lincoln. So is this considered the front of the house then?
Yes, ma'am. I feel like maybe this is the looker. It is really pretty. Just from
Yeah.
the side.
No, I thought because here you can see the mountains. I would have thought that they would have put
A porch or
the
something.
porch on
Right,
here.
I-
Yeah.
See, you and me think it's much the same.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful view.
It is a beautiful view.
But
Yeah.
I feel like, I wonder if they weren't willing to cut these trees. That's why I wonder
okay.
sometimes. Because I think the same thing every time. I'm like, man, a big front porch here would be so nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that y'all thoroughly went through each room. That was cool to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rush through and they don't see everything.
Oh no, I tried to
Not
see
y'all,
everything. Yeah.
That's all I like to see.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good one.
You too. So what are the things sticking up on it?
You know, I don't know because I've seen that before. I don't know if there's some kind of an antenna or what, but I have seen that on other houses.
Well, I'm thinking it might be for heat when the winter comes. Because it looks like there's, if you look at them, there's the ones that come to the end here. There's wires that go to it.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe those are heating things.
I don't know.
I don't know either. This is the guest house.
They have a guest house inside.
So if you don't want to stay inside the house or it's too full, they got a guest house on the outside. It was the garage at one time.
Oh, yeah?
Remodeled from previous owner's garage. The little house was completed in March 1956. Inside are a sitting room, bedroom, bath. Although used for guests, the house's longest occupant was David Eisenhower, who lived here during the summer of 1964 when he worked in Gettysburg.
Railings removed from Mrs. Eisenhower's girlhood home, Denver, Colorado. They were taken from her home in her girlhood home where she grew up.
There's gas pumps.
Oh, look at that. So are they original?
They sure look like it.
I mean, were they here? Like he'd get his own gas here? Somebody come and fill up his tanks?
Oh yeah, a lot of people, farmers would do that, yeah. I bet you he had the best of whatever he wanted.
I mean, they'd have to have a tank in the ground somewhere. I don't see that. I like all the little cupolas up top.
Uh-huh.
Cute.
Oh, look at all of this. That makes it real pretty.
Even though they're fake, it's still kind of cool.
It is, yeah.
Unless they're for ventilation. I didn't even look inside to see.
Yeah.
Secret Service Office. Originally the Barnes Milk House, this building was established as an office for President Eisenhower's Secret Service detail in '55. The agents left the farm at the end of Eisenhower's presidency, but returned in '65 after Kennedy's assassination prompted legislation providing protection to former presidents.
Oh, is that when it started? Huh. Look at the coffee pot. Gotta have coffee.
There's a door back there. I wonder if it's going through the barn.
I wonder too if there's a place like to sleep. How they just switched off. And if did they live in Gettysburg then?
He bought the land and the house was already here.
Right,
Is that
the land, a house, about 189 acres, about a couple dozen Holstein cattle, and about 500 Leghorn chickens, $4,000.
Do you know about how old the house is?
Parts of the original house dated back to the 1700s. The only part that was original is where the kitchen's located, where the brick is different than the other. And what they discovered when they got into it is that the original house would be like where the door is in that section there. Essentially a log cabin that had rotted out and infected with termites and all that. So it wasn't possible to use it. That's the only part that's original. Between those two downspouts, that's to the 1800s. The 1700s section was torn down.
That's the view from the back of the house. There's the ancestor of the squirrel that they had, doing the same thing in their backyard. Definitely not as good a view.
I wouldn't have thought.
But I suppose if you lived here, probably took it for granted.
This is a rose garden. Look at that. It is pretty. And there's his putting green.
Oh, he's got his own little putting range.
Yeah, remember he had in the laundry room he had golf clubs.
Yeah. And apparently he loved to golf, so I think he could afford it too.
He probably had somebody to come and get all his balls for him. Or the grandkids. Go and get all the balls.
There's a brick road. It's not yellow though. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We can still follow it.
We can still follow it. Greenhouse, a garden, and a tea house. This is probably like an outdoor, what we'd call, like, you know, we barbecue out and that they call it a tea house.
It's quite a piece of property.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Flowers and vegetables.
Yeah. And there's the vegetable garden. Oh, look at, they're still doing it.
Yeah.
Those look like some kind of pumpkins or something there.
She'd be proud.
Probably some kind of garden club or something that comes out and takes care of it.
Yep. The path before you follows an old road that connected the Eisenhower farm with Farm 2. The trail continues along a gravel road through Farm 2. So there's two farms. Wooded chip gravel, which is actually very comfortable. It's like the kids' playgrounds. That's how it feels on your feet. It's real soft.
Oh, look at, there's a whole herd there.
Yeah.
They're black and I couldn't even see them.
If I can from time to time add an animal, I can in this manner accumulate a future herd of modest size. President Eisenhower.
Look at, they're babies. The two that are standing up are babies.
By the 1960s, the Eisenhower farms boasted 100 cows with calves. Eisenhower was probably the easiest man you could ever imagine working for. He seems like he'd be a kind of a laid-back
Who?
Eisenhower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that probably what made him a good general. This is the bullpen that they're talking about.
Oh,
Over here, there's the piece. It's called the bullpen. Oh, there's two. There's one on this side. Oh, yes, you could say it, the bullpen 1 and bullpen 2.
So that's where they get the term bullpen on the baseball game. Little boxes they all sit and wait in.
Yeah. While the girls are running around, the bull waits there. Then they let them out.
Is that how it works?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I get it now. Here in the bullpens and breeding shed, Eisenhower's plans for the next generation of cattle unfolded. Much of the herd's success rested on Anconian. Anconian served as principal bull. Oh, Anconian's the bull.
Yes.
Oh, Anconian's the bull.
The bull, yeah.
Anconian had the characteristics small stature and ample girth. The cattle show judges rated highly in the 50s and 60s. Heifer calves sired by Anconian, 3,551. He is a busy cow. Bull.
Yeah.
Good cow. I mean, good bull.
So what'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think there's just something about this place I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well,
just, even the way they kind of had the whole thing set up. We encourage photographs. You just kind of walk around at your own pace. There's not somebody standing there going, "You need to walk over here. You need to go sit over there. You need to do this. You need to." I mean, the past few
You can't
places
take a
we've
picture.
been to, you can't take a picture. You're not allowed to photograph. It's
Yeah.
been just so irritating. People telling you what to do, where to go, and everything else. And this was like, walk around, do your own thing, and
Yeah.
enjoy yourself. Basically, we tell you a little bit about it. You got questions, we'll answer them. Things like that. So I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it. And then, of course, the 50s theme of the house.
Yep.
House is decorated in the 1950s.
Yeah. Well, too, as I was saying, he was our president. He was in the service, World War II. General. And if the more you learn about him at the house and that, he's very down to earth, more like us, kind of people, in that, and that's kind of nice. To see how people lived in that. I mean, if we could just get the property ourselves, we would be happy living here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like my kind of a dream, have
Right.
several acres and out here in the middle of nowhere, my own little ranch house. And,
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a mansion
Somebody else
somewhere.
that runs the farm.
Well, that wouldn't be me, obviously. But
Yeah.
just to buy some property and have yourself a house, that would be more me, not to build some humongous
Yeah.
mansion somewhere. And
Yeah.
that doesn't appeal to me, where this appeals to me.
Yeah. So yeah, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was beautiful, and the house was great to go through. And everything in it is original, so which is really easier to keep when they close up the house in the 50s and 60s than in the 1800s and try to figure out what's original in the house and what's not. And so that was really nice to see how they actually lived.
And which was really smart is after Eisenhower died in '69, Mimi lived another 10 years, 78.
Yeah.
But during that time, the Park Service came in and photographed everything because they already made a contract
Right, they made a contract after he would die.
to take
And
over the house.
Right, and she was supposed to leave to go to Washington, D.C., but the memories and everything that was in the house and stuff, she wanted to stay, so they let her stay. But before she did that, they came in and they photographed everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So they got it all set up as it was when they lived here.
Right. And that's so when they lived here together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really fascinating to just come and watch, and I think anybody that watches it will really, this video will really have a good time with this one.
Yeah. So if you're in the Gettysburg area, I'd recommend stopping here. It's just something about it that I would recommend
Yeah.
for a quick afternoon visit.
Yeah. Hope it's not 100 degrees.
Yeah. Okay?
Okay? Yeah,
good.
well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. We're on our way out.